What the... Who's there? Put the damn lights back on. Who's there? You shouldn't be here.
To be or not to be?
What?
That is the question.
What?
Hamlet, Act 3, Scene 1.
Thank you, Parkinson.
Sir?
Who are you? Put the lights on. Ow! It's as black as Newgate knocker in here.
Well, it is nobler in the mind to suffer...
You're insane.
Well, that's certainly one school of thought. Personally, I don't entirely go along with it. On the other hand, though...
What the hell are you doing?
Obvious, I'd have thought.
Hey!
But I'd be happy to demonstrate some more if you'd like.
No!
There's really no need to be so scared, you know. I've no intention of hitting you. Isn't that right, Parkinson?
If you say so, sir.
How are you going to tell? Hey!
That shot hit the wall exactly 2 feet and 6 inches to your left.
How'd you know that?
And now I'm pointing the gun directly at your heart. If you duck, I'll know it. If you move, I'll know it.
I'm not going to move.
Good idea.
Now I want you to walk towards the sound of my voice. Very slowly. Oh, before you start...
What?
It's a tedious detail, but I suppose I should tell you that I know every particular of your sordid little scheme. The Duchess's diamonds have been recovered. Your plot to frame the butler
No
has
imagination, some people, sir.
collapsed. And your pathetic assistant is currently enjoying the tea and buns at Scotland Yard.
And you did all that?
Oh, yes, my friend. I did all that. With a little help. Now, over here, if you please. Now, stop. Excellent. Parkinson, the candle.
My God, it's you. I've heard about you.
I'm flattered.
And I didn't believe a word of it.
Well, experience is a wonderful teacher. Next time, if you don't want to advertise your position, try stopping your heart beating. It was perfectly audible.
Bloody hell.
There's nothing strange about it. Lose one sense and the others, touch, taste, smell, hearing, improve, with a little dedicated training. My card. Parkinson assures me that the typeface is highly tasteful. You can while away the time in prison by admiring it. Max Carrados, at your service.
The Eyes of Max Carrados by Ernest Bramah, dramatised by Bert Coules, with Simon Callow as Max Carrados and Lionel Jeffries as Parkinson.
Why did you come to me, Miss Whitmarsh?
I'd heard of your wonderful powers. Shall I tell you how? Does it matter?
Not in the least.
I felt sure that you were the right man.
But?
I really don't know where to start.
And now to the final provision.
About time.
Patience, brother. Not that you've anything to wait for.
You
Gentlemen,
bastard.
please. Thank you. The final provision. And now to the passing on of the ancient Whitmarsh heritage, the lands that have been farmed by our family since the 15th century.
Yes,
to my firstborn son, William Jr. Please, sir. I bequeath exactly half of the family lands and holdings.
Half? Half?
And to my second son, Frank, the same. The 2 new estates to be maintained and run completely independently.
He promised it to me, all of it. This is your doing.
Me? Since when could I change the old man's mind about anything?
The division to be made according to the attached map.
Give me that.
Don't be such a bad loser, Will. The old man always said he'd treat us equally. What's so funny?
Everything. Pa's idea of equality wasn't exactly the same as yours.
Show me. No! Can he do this? Well?
Is there some difficulty?
None in the world. I get all the good farmland. Brother Frank gets the marsh and the scrubs. No difficulty there.
Damn the man. And damn you too. Well, let's see if you're still smiling this time next year.
What do you mean?
Let's see how your precious farmlands cope when they're next door to my mines and my machinery.
You're going to mine the land?
Those coal seams are worth 10 times your wheat fields, brother.
You can't do it.
You can't stop me.
Yes, he can.
What?
Yes, he can.
I thought you'd finished.
Shut up. How can I stop him?
Yes, how?
This is your late father's final stipulation. Neither of you may do anything to exploit his share of the lands, either for minerals or development, without the full and complete consent of the other. He can stop you with a single word.
No.
That was in 1882. Or was it 3? 3, I'm sure.
No.
Father.
I can still see his face.
After nearly 40 years?
It could be 100. Wouldn't make any difference.
Father, why did you hate him so much? He was your brother.
Half brother.
And that's a reason. He had such a terrible life.
In the sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life still to come. Amen.
No!
Uncle William.
Have you inherited your father's stupidity, sir? No, never! Not while I'm alive! Well, what are you all gawping at?
Damn the man to hell and back.
I'm sorry he made you angry.
Can I get you one of these?
What is it?
Whiskey. Seeing the old man off in style. Well?
No, thank you.
What's that you got there?
Lemonade.
Good God. How old are you anyway?
15.
Good God.
What did you say to Daddy?
I asked him for permission to mine my land. My land.
You surely didn't expect him to say yes.
I thought it might be worth a try. Cigarette?
No.
Well, you're perfectly safe. Dear Daddy's taken himself off somewhere. Back to his rolling pastures, most like. Away from the poor peasants. Go on, have one for God's sake.
Daddy hated cigarettes. Wouldn't allow them in the house. That was 3 years ago. Now, I have to tell you about last Thursday. Last Thursday.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Frank!
No, so I'm not completely forgotten then.
What do you want, sir?
I've come to see Uncle William.
Was he expecting you, sir?
Hardly.
I'm afraid he's not here.
Where is he?
Out on the estate, sir, with the head keeper.
The head keeper. Out on the estate with the head keeper. I'll wait. Come on. Come on. Damn the man.
Mr. Frank, sir?
I've got better things to do with my time. Tell Uncle William I'll be back this evening.
Well, can I inform him what your business is, sir?
No, but you can inform him of this. I mean to have things out with him, once and for all.
No. No, I don't know why he came. Oh, God. Why did he have to come?
Well, is he here this time?
Yes, sir, but I don't think he'll see you.
He'll see me.
Sir! Sir, please! Oh, Mr. Whitmarsh, I'm sorry.
That's all right, Mrs. Lawrence. You may go.
Sir.
Well, come in.
Sounds? Well, yes, of course. Oh, you mean before that? No, not really. It's an old house. The walls are very thick, but not so thick I couldn't hear I couldn't hear when it happened. Frank was lying just inside the door. Daddy... My father was slumped across his desk. The gun was at his feet. His head was... Huh?
I understand.
I'm so sorry.
Why are you carrying a newspaper, Miss Whitmarsh?
What? I'm sorry?
2 things were immediately apparent as you walked into this room. You're dressed in mourning, and you're carrying a newspaper. I assume that it has something to do with this business.
Yes, it does.
May I have it, please?
But surely...
If you please.
Of course. Here.
Thank you. Ah, this is not a national, the grade of paper.
It's the
Stinbridge Herald.
Mr. Carrados.
Banner headlines are always slightly raised from the page. It's no great feat to feel the letters with one's fingers. Ah, so it's front page news. Mysterious tragedy at Tilling Shore.
That's amazing.
By no means. Beyond the headlines, things do become rather trickier. Suicide follows attempted murder. Attempted murder, Miss Whitmarsh?
Yes. I was just about to tell you.
God save us! God save us! God have mercy! He's alive!
Yes.
God. Wait, easy, sir. Don't try to move.
No, I'm all right.
All right. Look, there's no blood. Your father must have missed him.
No, I felt the shot.
Then how in the world...
I don't know. Lord, surely not. Help me to sit up.
Here you are, sir.
Now, let's see.
What's happened to your watch? Mind the glass, sir.
I just want to see if I can open it. Yes. Will you take a look at that?
Heaven defend us. It's a miracle.
Good old watch, eh? Who'd have thought it?
The bullet was inside the works. The back was all dented, but it hadn't gone right through.
A miracle, indeed. Not exactly in my line, you know. Investigating miracles.
Oh, I know, of course. But I also know this, Mr. Carrados. Everyone's saying the same thing. Daddy tried to kill Frank and then shot himself. But how do they know? How can they know?
What does your cousin Frank have to say?
Exactly the same.
Then forgive me for asking, but what reason do you have for suggesting otherwise?
That's the terrible part of it. I knew you'd ask me for proof, and I don't have any, but... Mr. Carrados, I know that my father wouldn't have done this. I know it. I just know it. I have very little money. Only a few pounds. And I'm not a child, Mr. Carrados. I know that clever men require large fees.
Not invariably.
Then you'll help me?
But even clever men need more to work with than you've given me so far.
All the details are in that newspaper story.
I need more than the public facts, Miss Whitmarsh. Can't you give me anything that supports your belief?
Sir, there are things that you can't explain. There are things that you simply know. Please say you'll help my father. Everyone's condemning him and he can't defend himself. It's so unfair. He couldn't even have had that gun.
What? Do you mean that?
Mean what?
About the gun. Are you saying it wasn't his?
The gun? Oh, no, it was his. He kept it in his desk, but I noticed it was gone that afternoon.
How?
I was dusting.
You were dusting, and you, what, opened a drawer?
You have to clean them properly. And I saw that the gun wasn't there.
Perhaps your father took it with him.
No, it was there just after he left. I started cleaning as soon as he'd gone, and I saw it then, earlier.
You cleaned the desk twice in the same day.
I was interrupted. I had to stop. Does all this really matter?
How were you interrupted?
By Frank's visit. He wanted to wait in the study, so I had to go. I finished off after he left.
And by then, the gun had disappeared.
Yes.
Miss Whitmarsh, don't you realize what you're saying?
What do you mean? I'm sorry. I'm really not thinking very well just at the moment.
Excuse me. One more question. You are quite certain that you heard 2 gunshots, not 1?
Well, yes. There were definitely 2.
You're quite certain?
Oh, yes, because the second one wasn't nearly so loud as the first.
My dear Miss Whitmarsh.
What?
You rang, sir.
A cab for Miss Whitmarsh, Parkinson.
You're dismissing me?
And the travelling bags for us.
Sir.
You'll come. You'll clear my father's name.
Oh, I'll certainly come. But beyond that, who shall prophesy? Give me the map there.
Son?
Know that we have divided in 3 our kingdom.
King Lear ain't one seen one.
And 'tis our fast intent to shake all cares and business from our age, conferring them on younger strengths, while we, unburdened, crawl toward death. That business ended in tears, too. There's a lesson there, Parkinson.
And I shall endeavour to take it to heart, sir.
Evidently not theatre goers, the Whitmarsh family. A suicide who couldn't have had the weapon, a victim who's miraculously preserved by a pocket watch, and 2 shots from the same pistol that differ in volume.
Yes, sir.
I don't suppose you've ever had occasion to fire a gun at a pocket watch, have you, Parkinson?
It's not the sort of task that crops up all that often, sir.
What about before you entered my employ?
Well, the people I associated with back then didn't tend to have them, sir.
Guns?
Pocket watches.
2 shots. The first one loud, the second softer.
If I might be so bold, sir.
1 live bullet and 1 blank.
Exactly, sir.
And a bullet already planted in the watch before the meeting ever took place. Frank shoots William, lets off the blank,
Plants the gun by the dead man's hand.
and has just enough time to take up his position on the floor before the household come a-running.
Was that the young lady, sir?
The young lady is in no state to formulate theories, Parkinson.
No, sir.
And no more am I.
So?
Not yet. It is a capital mistake to theorize before you have all the evidence.
I'm sorry, sir. I don't recognise that one.
Some old detective story.
Oh. I never read that.
Parkinson?
Grey stone building. Very plain, very square, 3 stories. Some of the windows have been bricked up. Secret room, sir?
Tax evasion, Parkinson. The more glass you had, the more you paid.
It's got the right sort of atmosphere for a murder.
Now. No one knows the connection between environment and crime. We get murders in brand new suburban villas, merrymaking in moated granges. Sum up the place in 1 word.
Damp, sir.
Ring the bell, Parkinson.
Sir?
Someone's on their way.
Efficient staff they've got.
Those are not the footsteps of a servant. Good evening, Miss Whitmarsh.
How in the world did you know it was me? Oh, by my footsteps?
Indeed so. As distinctive as fingerprints and much less messy. How are you?
I'm trying so hard to cope, Mr. Carrados. It's not easy.
You're being extremely brave, Miss Whitmarsh.
Thank you, sir. Won't you come in? Did you find the inn all right?
Oh, yes, thank you, miss. Very comfy.
Good. And did you do as I requested?
I am Mr. Franklin Guildenstern, a distant acquaintance of your late father.
Oh, thank you. I was sorry to have to ask, but, well, this is a small village. There's always talk. You understand?
Of course.
I'm so glad you've come. The police are here.
Indeed? Why?
To collect this.
Is that the gun? Why wasn't it taken away straight after the incident?
May I inquire as to your name, sir?
This is Mr. Franklin Guildenstern.
Guildenstern. Might that be a German name, sir?
Danish. My card.
Danish. And your business here, Mr. Guildenstern?
I had some dealings once with the late Mr. Whitmarsh. I called to pay my respects.
Sergeant Brewster, Stinbridge Constabulary.
Sergeant, you must forgive my curiosity about the gun.
Not at all, sir. Very understandable, I'm sure.
I asked because I was once involved in a similar affair myself.
Were you indeed, sir?
Yes. Long time ago, mind you, before my sight failed me. May I see the gun?
Sir?
Just put it into my hand, if you would.
Well, I can't see that it'll do any harm. bit out of date, but it's in good order. I rather suspect that it's foreign.
Early French. Probably made by Le Faucheur.
Is that a fact?
Oh, yes. Do you have the cartridges?
They're safe, yes, sir.
4 live bullets?
Obviously, sir.
2 having been fired and accounted for, yes, of course. Have you looked for anything else?
Such as what?
I was just wondering if you happened to find a wad of paper lying about anywhere.
What sort of wad of paper, Mr. Guildenstern?
Don't trouble yourself about it, miss. Sir, Mr. Guildenstern, revolver bullets don't have such things. Only a shotgun leaves wads of paper behind after it's fired.
Oh. Oh, really? Well, that settles it, of course.
Yes, sir. I rather think it does.
Quickly. We've only a couple of minutes while she shows him out. Is the light good enough?
Oh, yes, sir. Just. There's no wad in sight.
Look behind the furniture.
Oh, right.
If you find it, don't disturb it.
Nothing? No. Hang on. Yeah. Behind the couch. Behind the couch, sir. Right up against the wall.
Very good. Bring it here, please.
Sir? There you are.
Excellent. Now, thin paper. Glossy here, but not here. One edge more ragged than the rest. Ah. Yes. What do you make of it, Parkinson?
Cigarette paper, sir.
Yes, but with 2 distinct textures.
Well, stripped down one edge, it's smoother than the rest, yes, sir. Odd colour, too, amber.
Is it blackened at all? Charred?
It is, sir. Burned brown in places.
And what is the ceiling made of?
Oak boards, sir, with heavy cross beams.
Indeed. Are there any plaster figures in the room?
No, sir.
Or anything that's whitewashed?
No, sir.
Thank you. This is a fascinating piece of paper, Parkinson.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry I had to leave you. Mrs. Lawrence is out.
Oh, don't mention it, miss.
We've not been idle. I came from London to pick up a scrap of paper lying on the floor of this room. Well, here it is.
The paper wad?
Exactly.
But the sergeant said only shotguns leave these behind.
If you're firing live bullets, that's quite correct.
I don't understand. What other sort of bullets are there?
Blank ones, miss. Just a charge of powder and a bit of paper to keep it in place. All you get is a bang.
But not as loud as the real thing.
But that's what I heard. That's what we all heard. Mr. Carrados, you've proved it.
Proved what?
Well, you've proved that only one real shot was fired.
And?
And that Frank must have... Well, he must have... Oh, I don't know.
Then I shall tell you. I'm afraid that all I've proved is that behind your couch we found a small packet of singed paper.
But surely...
Afraid not, miss. That's the only thing that'd stand up in court.
I was so pleased. Now I'm really disappointed.
Perhaps better now than later. Does your cousin Frank smoke cigarettes?
I don't know.
You don't meet him socially?
No.
Or go to his estate?
No, certainly not. Daddy never allowed it.
So he was essentially a stranger to you?
Yes. Yes, I've told you. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. My nerves have completely gone to pieces.
A common experience in such circumstances. Are you up to answering one more question? Then we'll leave you for tonight.
I'll try. You must think me very weak and stupid.
By no means.
Thank you. What's the question?
Now that your father is dead, what happens to the mining agreement? Does the power of consent descend to you?
No, not to me. To my brother. He's abroad, Canada. The police have sent word.
And will your brother allow Frank to mine his land?
I think he will allow the mining, yes.
And your cousin Frank would have known this?
I said I hardly know him, but I suppose he might. Yes, he might.
Indeed.
Mr. Carrados.
Yes?
The inquest is on Monday. I hoped so much you'd be able to...
Vindicate your father?
Yes.
The verdict of a coroner's jury means nothing, Miss Whitmarsh. It's the merest formality.
Oh, not to me. If they say that my father's guilty, I'll never be able to raise my head again.
Good night to you, Miss Whitmarsh. We shall meet again tomorrow.
Good night, Mr. Carrados. I owe you so much. More than I can ever say. You've been so wonderfully kind.
Good night. A strange case. Instructive.
Yes, sir.
But I more than half wish I'd never heard of it.
The young lady seems very grateful, sir.
Parkinson, the young lady is the case. Stop the car, please.
Sir?
I believe we're on the fringes of the outbuildings. Is that correct?
Spot on, sir.
Is there light enough to see?
I got the torch, sir.
No, that's too risky. How's the moon?
Almost full, not a cloud in the sky.
Excellent.
You'll pardon my asking, sir, but what are we looking for?
Whitewash. Well?
Pitch black, sir.
No moonlight getting in?
None.
Then we can safely assume that no torchlight will get out.
Very good, sir. Oh. Looks like a disused barn.
Excellent. Now, just one moment. That wall.
Sir?
What colour is it?
White, sir.
Yes. Ah. We don't have to look any further.
Oh, I didn't think it would be as bad as this.
He got the poorer half of the estate, remember?
Oh, begging your pardon, sir, this isn't just poor land. This is close to a desert.
The land's been starved. Did you read that piece in the local paper?
I did, sir.
What about between the lines?
Old Frank drank himself to death, you mean?
Exactly. The thirsty owner and the hungry land. They couldn't both be fed. Is there anyone around?
No, sir.
Then we'll announce ourselves at the house.
Shut that noise! Shut up!
Is Mr. Frank Whitmarsh at home?
What is it? Oh. Morning.
Good morning.
Do I know you?
No, you don't. But I'm staying at the Bridge Inn, and I heard about your wonderful escape from death last Thursday. I've taken the liberty of coming to congratulate you on it.
Oh. Well, you better come in. You'll find us a bit rough, I'm afraid. We weren't expecting visitors.
And I hesitated to come, because I thought you'd be surrounded by troops of friends.
Shut up, Mother. Don't take any notice of her. Fact is, we Whitmarshes aren't too popular in these parts. And taken as a boiling, the Whitmarshes deserve it. It's good of you to call, Mr...
Rosencrantz. William Rosencrantz. My card.
Thank you.
And this is Parkinson, my man.
Sir? Madam?
Yeah.
Well, Providence certainly seems to be on your side just now, Mr. Whitmarsh. May I offer you a cigarette?
Oh, thanks. I don't mind for once in a way.
They're Turkish, quite innocuous.
Oh, no, it isn't that. I have to be careful of the paper. Some sort of allergy. It can affect my lips.
Sir?
Thanks.
Allergic to cigarette paper? Do you know I've never come across such a thing? No cure?
It's no great problem. I make my own, with special paper.
Good for you. Might I try one?
Sure. Here.
You'll have to put it into my hand, I'm afraid.
Oh, yes, of course. Here.
Thank you. Interesting. Amber-coloured paper.
How the devil do you know that?
Sir?
Thank you. Damnably refreshing. You know, Mr. Whitmarsh, this business of yours caused quite a stir in London.
Is that a fact?
Oh, yes.
And what exactly are they saying?
Well, the main interest seems to be what you're going to testify at the inquest as to the cause of the quarrel.
What did I tell you?
Be quiet, Mother. There's no mystery to that, Mr. Rosencrantz. There's a lake between the two estates. We've been arguing for years over who owns the duck shooting rights.
Duck shooting?
Yes.
Frankly, it hardly seems a good enough reason to cause such a climax.
What did I say? Didn't I say they'd never believe it?
That's because you didn't know dear Uncle William. Listen, I'll give you a good idea just what he was like.
Well, I've agreed to this meeting. Don't waste my time.
I've not come to waste your time, Uncle.
Then get on with it.
At least have the courtesy to look at me, sir.
I agreed to listen to you, sir, no more.
Right. You know perfectly well that you don't need the income from the duck shoots. But, well, look, it could be make or break for me.
Put that damn cigarette out!
What?
Put it out, sir! Put it out now, this instant!
All right, all right. I'm sorry. There. It's gone. Now, may I continue?
Think yourself lucky I don't have you thrown out on your ear, damn filthy habit. Well, go on, get on with it.
This was last Thursday. The fatal meeting.
Yes. How does it strike you for one of your own family, eh?
Unreasonable. You didn't try to argue the point.
I just threw the thing into the grate.
Probably the wisest course. I say, you're not suggesting that he shot at you over a cigarette, surely?
No. Mind you, it was a close-run thing. You didn't see him. Sorry.
Not a bit of it. So, it was this row over the shooting rights that led him to it.
Sounds crazy, doesn't it? But that was it.
And why did he shoot himself?
He thought he'd killed me.
Ah, so the force of the bullet knocked you down, did it?
Yes, exactly. Well, he was a proud man, my uncle. I suppose he saw what he'd done, realised that he'd be hanged for it.
And took the easy way out. Yes, that certainly seems reasonable enough. Might I handle the famous watch?
Of course. Excuse me. I've knocked out the broken glass, so you'll be all right. Here.
Thank you. Oh, the hands are gone.
Yes.
But the shaft is still there. How exceedingly interesting. Well, I must thank you, Mr. Whitmarsh. You too, ma'am. Quite a story.
Any time, Mr. Rosencrantz.
Do you think he'll get off?
Mother.
What did you say?
Do you think he'll get off?
She has this crazy idea that the inquest is a trial and it's going to be me in the dock.
Does she indeed?
Frankly, she's not altogether right, if you understand me. Isn't that true, Mother?
There's nothing wrong with me. Well, do you think he'll get off?
I don't see any reason to anticipate trouble. Unless, of course, some clever lawyer is brought in. If he could suggest that there was more to the quarrel than there really was.
Lawyers. They can make you say anything.
No, they can't. Not me. Besides, who's going to call in a lawyer?
The family of the dead man.
His son's abroad, can't get back in time.
I'd heard there was a daughter.
Little Missy Madeline. That's the last thing she'd want.
Miss Whitmarsh.
Where is Parkinson?
Waiting outside.
Oh. Do you have some news?
Only this. There's nothing to be done. I'm returning to town tonight.
Oh, but I thought...
Your cousin did not steal the gun when he was here on Thursday. He did not fire a bullet into his own watch. He did not deliberately shoot your father and then fire off a blank charge.
Mr. Carrados.
The whole fabric, so delicately suggested by inference and innuendo, falls to pieces.
Then you desert me.
I've seen the watch that saved Frank Whitmarsh's life. If you accuse him of murder, it would save his life again. The shots were fired at 9:10 precisely.
How do you know that?
You told me. Or to be strictly accurate, you told the Admirable Sergeant Brewster, who in turn told the Stinbridge Herald, which you were kind enough to give to me.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course.
9:10 precisely. You said so, the housekeeper said so, the entire staff said so, and Frank Whitmarsh's watch was stopped at that exact time.
I thought the hands were missing.
So they are, but the shaft remains. The hands fit in one position and one only.
He could have altered the time afterwards.
The bullet that shattered the works also froze them solid. Fate can be curiously systematic, Miss Whitmarsh.
I don't understand.
It isn't hard. The story that everybody believes is the true story. Your father shot Frank Whitmarsh, and the bullet was stopped by his watch.
No.
And then your father turned his gun on himself.
You can't be sure.
Yes, I can. Because of this.
The paper wad?
The paper wad, so carefully fashioned from one of Frank Whitmarsh's unique cigarette papers. The paper wad retrieved from the old barn where the blank charge was fired against the whitewashed wall. The paper wad planted in the study for me to find. The paper wad fashioned, fired, retrieved, and planted by you, Miss Whitmarsh.
I was a fool to set my cleverness against yours.
Yes, you were. But I congratulate you on the speed of your thinking. You must have worked fast once you found Frank's discarded cigarette in the grate.
Yes, I worked fast. And it was all useless. And now I suppose you're going to hand me over to justice. Well, why don't you say something?
Justice. Do you know, people frequently put me into this embarrassing position.
Do they really?
A number of years ago, a large and stately building was set up in London, and it had a beautiful name, the Royal Palace of Justice. But very soon, people got into the habit of calling it the Law Courts. Today, if you ask a Londoner to direct you to the Palace of Justice, he sets you down as a religious maniac. You see my difficulty. If I'd been successful in doing what you wanted, Frank Whitmarsh would have gone to the gallows.
Yes.
He didn't kill your father.
Not according to your law courts, maybe.
But what of the Palace of Justice?
When I told you I hardly knew Frank, that was a lie.
Yes, I know.
Of course you do.
You certainly developed a taste for those. Costed me a fortune, you know.
We met at his father's funeral. I hadn't seen Frank since I was a child. I thought he was... Well, it seemed a very romantic thing to meet him in secret. It was like Romeo and Juliet. We used to put letters for each other in special hiding places.
No. Come on, you're all right.
Frank. And then I found out. Oh, it was gradually at first, but then more and more. No! No! And finally, one night I knew. With a sort of terrible certainty.
No!
Little bitch! Little bitch! Little bitch.
I knew that my ideas of romance weren't the same as his. I believe it's called a lucky escape.
I think you should tell me the rest.
You see? I was right. You are very clever. Frank left me alone after that, until a few months ago. He came here when Daddy was out, and he showed me a packet of papers.
Your letters to him?
Yes. Oh, they were innocent and childish, and they meant nothing, but he did something horrible. He read out parts...
And made them sound very far from innocent.
He said that other people would take them the same way. Other people. I would have been ruined.
Blackmail. What was his price for the letters?
At first he said he wanted to marry me.
In order to inherit the rich half of the estate?
That's what I thought. I don't think it was me he was interested in.
You said, at first.
Last Thursday, when he came here, he had a different idea.
You heard me. Why should I have to wait around for the old fool to drop dead? I've got a fortune just waiting to be dug up. All I need is Daddy's say-so. And these ought to persuade him, don't you think?
You can't.
And who's going to stop me?
That was the real reason for the row. For everything. Frank must have read out the letters and proposed a bargain. And Daddy who was a proud and honourable man, shot him, or so he thought. Then, in shame and despair at what he'd done, he took his own life. So don't you dare tell me that Frank Whitmarsh isn't responsible for my father's death.
Does Frank still have the letters?
Oh, yes. To hold over my head for the rest of my life. Now, Mr. Carrados, you were to be my judge.
Your mission?
Successfully carried out, sir.
No problems?
Hardly, sir.
Of course not. Sorry.
Sir.
Very good. Now you can make the delivery, and then home.
Sir.
And Parkinson.
Sir.
Well done.
The morning's post, sir.
Anything interesting?
Usual range, couple of invitations, note from the yard, and one from Tillingshaw, sir.
That one first, I think.
Sir. Dear Mr. Carrados.
Some time after you left me last Sunday evening, a man came to the door. He was a large man and powerful, and he kept his face hidden behind his scarf, but curiously I wasn't in the least afraid of him. He put a packet into my hands and left without saying a word. It was a warm night, as you may recall, but it was a fine and cheering fire I lit in my father's study that evening. I wonder who else in the world would have done so much for a forlorn creature who just flashed across a few days of his busy life. I wonder who else could. Your compassion, your forgiveness have taught me so much. Thank you for saving me from my own folly. Thank you for saving me
From my blindness.
Thank you, Parkinson. And the rest of the post?
In The Eyes of Max Carrados by Ernest Bramah, Simon Callow was Max Carrados and Lionel Jeffries Parkinson. Madeline was played by Teresa Gallagher, William by Matthew Marsh, and both Franks by Philip Glenister. Marion Morley was Mrs. Lawrence and Mrs. Whitmarsh, Michael Bynt the policeman and the lawyer, and David Bannerman the vicar and the villain. The music was composed by Robert Rigby. The story was dramatised for radio by Bert Coules. The producers were Stuart Richards and Michael Cameron, and the director was Alan Drury. The Eyes of Max Carrados was a Mr. Punch production.
We'll go through it once more.
You certainly are thorough.
Nothing must go wrong.
All right. We get to the church just before midnight. I carry the bomb in my satchel, with the fuse separate.
Once through the graveyard, you can prime the bomb.
What if there's a full moon?
There won't be. That's why I chose tonight for your adventure.
You've planned this very carefully.
I plan everything to the last detail.
So, we put the bomb by the walled-up doorway of the old charnel house.
Exactly where I showed you, no deviation whatsoever.
It's all right. I know. We light the fuse, and a moment later, bang.
But Shakespeare's memorial must be unharmed.
It will be. Not that I understand why you're so fond of that awful thing.
Because, my dear, I'm a lover of Shakespeare. You know that.
Oh, yes, I certainly do. see a thing, Maisie. No, and no one can see us. All according to plan. Give me the satchel.
With pleasure. I was terrified it would explode.
Nothing can explode until I've put the fuse in. There. We just lay it by the door. Light the blue touch paper. And run as fast as we can.
Oh, Maisie! Oh, what have we done? We've struck another blow for the suffragette movement. And we've done a friend a good turn at the same time.
What friend?
Just someone who gave us a helping hand. I promise not to mention his name.
His name? A man?
Don't worry, Moya. No one will ever know he helped us.
But I will, Maisie. I'll know.
The Ingenious Mind of Mr Rigby Lacksome. Dramatised from the story by Ernest Bramah by Sue Rodwell. With Simon Callow as Max Carrados and Lionel Jeffries as Parkinson.
Attempt to blow up Stratford-on-Avon Church. Suffragettes' latest outrage.
Most resourceful.
Shocking, I call it, sir.
And your shy little niece is involved in some way, Parkinson.
Moya, shy? Not shy, sir. Not anymore.
Really?
Since you last met her, she's been had up twice for brawling, and if her mother hadn't caught the influenza in the nick of time, Moya meant to chain herself to the minute hand of Big Ben.
To prove that women are moving with the times, I suppose. Fine spirit.
Her mother's sick with worry. That's my youngest sister. Married well. Widow now.
Married a bank manager, I seem to recall.
She did. Gave Moya a good education, and this is what the girl comes to. It's a pretty grey outlook if she's an example of the mothers of the coming generation.
Read the story to me, will you, Parkinson? My fingers can manage to decipher the headlines, but really the smaller type is beyond me today.
Shortly after midnight, a determined attempt was made to wreck part of Holy Trinity Church, Stratford-on-Avon, by means of a bomb. Residents throughout the town were woken by a loud explosion. Investigation showed that an attack had been made on the church, bringing down part of a wall and breaking a stained glass window. A letter sent to this newspaper reveals that the attack was carried out on behalf of the Women's Suffrage League.
Most enterprising. Go on.
The explosion took place within a few feet of Shakespeare's monument, but it is untouched.
How fortuitous.
And it is hoped that the damage can be made good without further harm being caused to this historic site.
What, I wonder, was their true object?
To make trouble. That's all. My sister doesn't know if she's coming or going with the girl.
But how can I help?
Moya's still in Stratford, sir, sharing a cottage with one of her so-called friends. I know she was involved in some way. I thought if you could talk to her.
Play the father? I hardly think so, Parkinson.
She's got him with a bad lot, but she thinks the world of you, sir. Only the other day she said that if she was put to set this house on fire, she wouldn't.
How gratifying.
She said she'd get someone else to do it. If you could talk to her, I know she'd listen to you.
I wonder what these friends are really up to. Very well, Parkinson. Telegraph your niece that we'll be arriving at Stratford this afternoon. If we hurry, we can catch the next train from Paddington.
The Spectator, Blackwell's, and of course the Pall Mall Gazette.
Thank you, Parkinson.
I booked a seat in the dining car for 2 o'clock.
Excellent. Is there anything further about the attack in the Gazette?
Nothing I can see. Oh, yes. Something in the stop press.
News of an arrest?
No. Mr Rigby Lacksome, a representative Hiram S. Nog, the American millionaire and Shakespearean enthusiast who happens to be staying in Stratford-upon-Avon, communicated with Mr Nog as soon as news of the outrage reached him. As a result of this timely intervention, Mr Nog has undertaken to defray the entire costs of repairs. Work will be put in hand immediately by his representative, the church, meanwhile, being closed to the public.
How very generous of Hiram S. How lucky that Mr Lacksome should be on the spot. How very lucky indeed.
Pull that tarpaulin round. It's meant to cover the hole, not frame it. That's it. Now, mind those stones, you'll bring the wall down. Barble, will you keep your men in order? This isn't a sewer you're repairing. This is the last resting place of a great man.
Mr Rigby Lacksome, I presume.
I would think so, sir.
A Boston man with the tang of something else. Describe the scene, Parkinson.
Masonry everywhere. Bricks, wheelbarrows, planks. Men tramping mud all over the graveyard.
Dust, mortar, and the faintest whiff of sulphur still lingering in the air.
Where the hole in the wall must be, there's a ruddy great tarpaulin covering it up.
To keep out prying eyes?
Certainly do that, sir.
All right, Barble, you may as well pack up for the day. I want you and your men back here first thing tomorrow morning. First thing.
Well, Parkinson, I think it's time I took tea with your delightful niece. A charming cottage.
Well, how do you know? I mean...
Oh, the smell of polish, roses on the table, a comfortable chair. And I'm sure your taste in decoration is impeccable.
Actually, Maisie chose the wallpaper. It's her cottage. She's a friend. I know you don't quite approve of us, Mr. Carrados, but that's only because you've never really thought it out.
Us?
The Women's Suffrage League. No one but the very young or the very stupid are actually hostile.
Indeed. I suppose this was some of your work.
Oh, headline news in the Gazette. Well, the Times only put it on page 2. Officially, I know nothing about it. Seems to have made a stir.
You came within an ace of making a much greater stir. I wonder how your friends came to miss Shakespeare's monument.
Perhaps they didn't want to hit it.
I would have thought they'd blow up Shakespeare himself if it kept them in the limelight.
Mr. Carrados, do you think the man who created Portia would object in the least to having that smug, fat-headed image of a retired pork butcher blown to pieces if it would help get women the vote?
I think he'd recommend you to make better bombs. Or do you think that's a skill reserved to men?
All I can tell you is it went according to plan. I believe. Oh, that must be Maisie.
Oh, I'd like to meet Maisie.
Would you?
If I see another policeman, I'll... Sorry, Moya. I didn't know you had a visitor.
Maisie Robinson, Mr. Max Carrados.
Miss Robinson.
You're the man Moya's told me all about.
Has she?
She certainly has. As clever as a dozen Sherlock Holmes. So she says. Well, can't stop now. Have to write my report on this terrible outrage at the church. Bye.
Maisie's a journalist, writes for the League's magazines.
Does she indeed?
Yes. Mr. Carrados, I may not be completely satisfied myself with all the ins and outs of this affair, but you can tell my uncle he really has nothing to worry about. I promise you.
Mr. Carrados, how nice to see you again. Your key.
I'm not subscribing to the general principle, Parkinson, but your niece ought to have the vote.
She tends to make a good impression, sir.
If I could see, no doubt I'd be charmed by her looks. As it is, her voice tells me so much more, not learning more than the fond eye doth teach, which pries not to the interior.
The Merchant, Act 2, Scene 9.
She knows more about this business than I think she cares to say. If I'm to help her, I must know whether Rigby Lacksome is truly connected to the case. But will she tell me?
Max Carrados.
Should I know the man?
I think you should be afraid of him.
I mean to finish this business, and I don't intend to let anyone stop me. Not anyone.
Oh, it's so peaceful here.
When churches aren't being blown up.
Hardly that. There was very little damage, really.
Enough to keep Mr. Lacksome occupied.
Oh, the swans are lovely. Oh, there are 3. No, there are 4. One's just swimming out from the reeds. And there's a boy fishing from Clopton Bridge.
And no doubt Ophelia is floating gently downstream.
You asked me to show you Stratford.
I did indeed. Perhaps we should visit the churchyard.
Oh, no, there's so much to see. Anne Hathaway's cottage, the town hall, and Mason's court.
I know something of Rigby Lacksome.
Do you?
We collectors of Shakespeareana form a tight circle. One hears things.
You're a collector?
Oh, yes, in a small way.
Well, then I'm sure you know Stratford very well and don't need me at all.
It seems a very great coincidence that Lacksome should have been on hand when the bomb exploded.
Yes, coincidence.
Then coincidence is simply the meeting of 2 straight lines. And they, we all know, can never enclose a space.
I wish I knew what that meant. It sounds very clever.
It means I do not believe in coincidence.
Mr. Carrados, I wish...
It would be a pity if it was discovered that the suffragette movement had been used by a man for his own ends.
Why should that be discovered?
If his continued activities here should draw the attention of the police, then nothing can be hushed up.
I can tell you nothing.
If it remained up to me, there would be no prosecution. That I could promise.
No prosecution? I know who was involved, but not why he was. And that disturbs me terribly, Mr. Carrados. I think the quote you want is Julius Caesar, Act 1, Scene 2. Brutus's 3rd speech.
Act 1, Scene 2?
Yes.
I am not gamesome. I do lack some part of that quick spirit that is in Antony. Let me not...
That will do, Parkinson. Your niece is a born conspirator.
I'm sure she'd be very pleased to hear you say that, sir.
I do lack some part. In 15th century Italy, she'd have been up to her neck in some cloak and dagger party. In these prosaic days, she has to be a militant suffragette. Well, that settles it.
It does?
Lacksome's our man, all right. But what exactly is he up to?
No good, sir.
Quite. He's made it his business, at no little risk to himself,
and others,
to gain privileged access to Stratford-on-Avon Church under unique conditions. The church and grounds are closed against further militant attacks. A policeman at every gate. The portions under repair are screened off as he requires, and there's no reason to suppose he's not introduced workmen of his own selecting who will carry out his own wishes. Is that a fair summation of the facts?
Very fair.
Young Rigby is hard at work inside that church, and I think I know what he's doing.
You do, sir?
If I'm right, it would lick creation. And in the normal course of events, I'd leave him to it. I'm rarely stirred by public spirit to interfere. On the other hand, I can never resist a mystery, as you know, Parkinson.
I do indeed.
And in this case, there's another factor to consider. Your delightful niece. She's tied up in Lacksome's business, whether she wishes to be or not. So we must tread carefully.
If only for her mother's sake.
We must pick locks and undo chains and get inside that church tonight, under cover of darkness. That doesn't pose any problems for you, does it, Parkinson?
Of course not, sir. There we are, sir.
Good man. What secrets lie within? Have you got the water?
I have.
Then light the candle. Let's see what there is to see.
Oh, what a shams.
Vast sin-concealing chaos, nurse of blame.
Would that be from the sonnet, sir?
Could be. Parkinson? Could be. Now, if I remember rightly, the grave lies this way.
No, mind your step, sir. There's a ruddy great machine in the aisle.
Is there? Describe it.
Well, it puts me in mind of a giant sink plunger more than anything.
A patent suction jack.
Is that what it is?
I'm sure of it. Can lift the heaviest weight. Lead the way, Parkinson. We must hurry.
We're there, sir.
Is the gravestone visible?
Perfectly swept clear of dust.
Good friend, for Jesus' sake, forbear to dig the dust enclosed here. Blessed be the man that spares these stones, and cursed be he that moves my bones. The joints round the stone, are they in place?
As far as I can see, sir.
They may have been tampered with already. The water.
There you are, sir.
If I can feel where the edges are. Now, I'll spill some water on the joints. Tell me what you see. Well?
The water just runs off on the floor.
Doesn't disappear?
No, sir. I'd say the joints were still watertight. The stone's not been lifted.
Excellent. Wipe up the water. Mr. Lacksome mustn't know we've been here. What an audacious plan. Parkinson,
yeah.
I want you to take the first train to Paddington tomorrow morning.
Oh, we're returning to London.
You are. I want you to hunt round and see if it's possible to pick up a fairly complete human skeleton.
A skeleton?
Exactly.
I see, sir.
Let's get back to the hotel. You have an early start tomorrow.
Is your friend, Mr. Carrados, leaving?
Well, he's not particularly my friend.
I thought he was. Anyway, is he going back to London today?
I don't think so. Well, he can't be. I'm lunching with him.
He's certainly keeping you occupied.
Why did you think he was leaving?
I saw him and your uncle in a cab on their way to the station.
Are you watching him?
Of course not. Why on earth would I?
Telegraph me if you have any success.
Yes, sir. And what about the price?
There won't be any price. I don't propose to go to the length of buying one. You needn't let that out. Just talk to anyone who seems to have anything to say.
Right you are, sir.
I want to cut across a similar inquiry, successful or unsuccessful, made in the last few weeks. Anyone who's been asked for another skeleton so recently is sure to mention it.
Oh, I can think of one or two old pals who might oblige with a body of some sort.
No, thank you, Parkinson. I don't want you to use any inside knowledge your colourful past might give you, but to search as a stranger would. If your inquiries lead you into the darker alleys and byways of the capital, so be it. I suggest you begin at Miss Poppington's surprising establishment in Putney High Street. She, after all, advertises widely that she can obtain anything.
Well, I've had some odd requests in my time, but a skeleton?
Not something you've been asked for before?
Never, I'm glad to say. I'm afraid I don't keep them. Have you tried Madame Tussauds, perhaps?
Madame Tussauds?
Never know what they get up to.
Sorry, no skeleton, but I've got a moth-eaten Charles I you could have.
I don't think so.
Can't help, I'm afraid. Why don't you try a hospital? St. George's is the nearest.
We like to keep our patients alive, Mr. Parkinson. Why don't you inquire at the Lost Property Office at London Bridge? You never know what people leave on buses.
Skeleton? No. Got a gorilla. Stuffed. And someone once left a tailor's dummy on the Streatham bus. But no skeletons. You could try that toy merchant down near Aldgate Pump.
Aldgate Pump.
No, sorry. Can't help. Certainly not.
No, sorry. Can't help.
No, sorry.
No, sorry.
Can't help.
Can't help.
Certainly not.
Certainly
Certainly not.
A skeleton?
Yeah.
Who sent you then?
A gentleman from Harley Street. Said you might be able to help.
Did he?
Yeah, he's...
No names. Where you been already then?
Where haven't I been? 2 hospitals, a toy merchant, a firm of auctioneers, a phrenologist off Fleet Street, a retired conjurer, a museum in Lincoln's Inn Fields.
All right, I get the picture. Thought of digging one up for yourself?
No.
You want it all above board then? Right, what about the big West End stores? Tried any of them yet?
Do you think it'd do any good?
Why not give it a go? There's Whiteley's up Bayswater way. My missus says they've got just about everything she can think of. And she's not an easy one to please.
Whiteley's?
Worth a go. And you might pick up a decent tie at the same time.
Can I help you, sir?
Yeah, I hope so. I've got what you might call a rather unusual request. I'm taking up an interest in the human body, you see.
Indeed, sir.
Yeah, a hobby, you might say. Anatomy. What I really need is a skeleton.
Skeleton?
For the drawing, you know. The bones. Do you by any chance stock such a thing?
Excuse me. Mr. Chatbeat?
Yes?
Gentleman has a query.
Can I help you, sir?
Again, I was just telling your colleague... Oh, she's gone.
If you'd like to tell me, sir.
Yes. Well, I've got rather an odd request, as you might say. I'm by way of taking up an interest in the workings of the human body, and what I need for that is a skeleton. For the drawing. And I wondered if you'd stock such a thing.
I see. Excuse me, sir. Mr. Note...
Well, can't you...
Mr. Note will be able to help you, sir, if you'll excuse me.
I might as well have got the ruddy thing printed out.
Can I be of assistance, sir?
Yeah, I'm taking up a... I want a skeleton. Do you sell them?
How curious.
You don't.
Indeed, we do, sir. Occasionally. It's just that we had a similar inquiry only last week. One can go years without selling a skeleton, and then 2 at once. Most unexpected.
Oh, well, I never. This inquirer, he'd be a scientific sort, would he? Like myself?
An American. Singular idea. Theory that the English and American races, starting from a common stock, are diverging structurally. Wanted an English skeleton to demonstrate it by.
Ah, sounds like a chap I know. Lacksome, sort of confidential secretary to that American millionaire, Nog.
That is the gentleman. Do you know him?
You could say we have an interest in common.
A telegram from your uncle, I think. Perhaps you'd read it to me.
Of course. Well, the first part's in Latin.
So good for Parkinson. He must have looked it up.
Habeas corpus ad prosequendum. Stop. Returning on next train. Stop. Parkinson. What does it mean?
It means our adventure is almost at an end.
Whiteley's of Bayswater were most obliging to Mr. Lacksome.
I'm sure they were, and paid well.
Seems they made a proper travelling box for his purchase.
Of course they did.
Plenty of packaging, well sealed. Seems he was worried about the customs, so they even provided him with a special custom declaration form. Went so far as to have a word with the Cunard Company to make sure there was no fuss made on the ship. No need to open the box.
Most obliging of them.
That's what I thought.
Come along, Parkinson. We must visit the church again.
In daylight? Won't Mr. Lacksome object?
Oh, he's quite finished with Holy Trinity. All repaired and swept and tidied up. I think Mr. Lacksome intends to be on the last train to London this evening and on the Southampton boat to New York by dawn. Have you got the water, Parkinson?
Right here, sir.
If you could apply a little to the joint without attracting attention.
Mr. Carrados.
Ah.
And Moya's uncle. How nice. I thought you'd returned to London, Mr. Parkinson.
What gave you that idea, miss?
Oh, heaven knows,
But we will be returning to town before too long.
You've had enough of Stratford?
No, but our little mystery is almost ended. Parkinson, be careful with that water.
Oh, sorry. I'm terribly sorry, miss. Are you wet?
No, but the floor is.
Is it really? Still?
Moya was right. You are a clever man.
The water's quite gone, sir. Seep right through the joints.
Yes. We must leave you, Miss Robinson. We have a train to catch and so much to do beforehand.
Goodbye, Mr. Carrados. I don't think we'll be meeting again.
I'm sure of it. This will do quite nicely. Come back as we reach Westbourne Park, Parkinson.
Very well, sir.
A most civilized form of travel, don't you think, sir? The train.
I guess so.
On a long journey, a man can sit back in comfort and consider.
Consider what?
Whatever might be on his conscience.
Those of us with a clear conscience can simply read the newspaper.
Oh, what may man within him hide, though angel on the outward side? Measure for measure.
I know the quote, sir.
Forgive me. Of course you're a lover of Shakespeare.
Now, how would you know that?
You've been visiting Stratford-on-Avon. It naturally follows.
Oh, yes, of course.
Although in your case, Mr. Lacksome, the love runs very deep, does it not?
You know my name?
I do.
Then you have the advantage of me, sir.
Scarcely.
I mean, I have no recollection of ever having seen you before.
That gives me no advantage, for I don't see you now.
What do you mean?
Simply that I'm blind.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Are you?
Of course, why shouldn't I be?
There's no question of who holds the ace, you see. If it should come to violence.
Hold on there. You cut the ice considerably quicker than I can stack it. Why violence?
One never knows. I was talking to a man about a murder quite recently, just as casually as I'm talking to you now. He became very violent.
Is that so? Well, perhaps it's your manner.
Perhaps.
Who exactly are you, sir?
I'm really no one.
I doubt that somehow.
I should have introduced myself before. My card. Tastefully embossed, I'm assured.
Max Carrados.
But surely you knew that already.
Why should I?
I'm sure your friend Maisie has pointed me out.
Maisie, I don't think I know the lady.
I think you do.
No.
Then we'll let that rest.
I'm sorry, sir. I think you're mistaking me for some other man.
I know you for who? For what? You are the ingenious Mr. Rigby Lacksome.
Are you part of that Scotland Yard outfit?
Oh, no.
Then what's your business?
I'm just interested in things.
I see. Any particular sort of things?
Crime, in general, if it promises originality. At the moment, I'm curious to clear up one or two points in what I might call the mystery of the anatomical specimen.
Oh, it sounds like a three-reel thriller, all right, Mr. Carrados. What does it hinge on?
I'm afraid that it hinges on one of your own articles of luggage. A large sealed container in the guard's van. The communication cord is on your side, if that's what you're looking for.
I guessed you were kidding me about being blind.
I assure you I am. Totally blind.
All right. Before we go any further, I want to know just what business this is of yours.
It's a detail of our old-fashioned judicial system that it's the duty of the merest outsider, myself, for instance, to arrest and give into custody anyone he reasonably suspects of having committed a crime.
Is that so? So how does he get on with it if he finds himself looking down the barrel of a gun?
What? Violence already? And after I'd warned you, too. But the answer to that, Mr. Lacksome, is that a blind man never knows, of course, that he is looking down the barrel of a gun.
Well, you're certainly the gelatous kind of guy I've met in a whole long time.
Gelatous? I'm not familiar with that particular Americanism.
Cool. Icy, if you like.
I'm sure it would shock you immeasurably if you met an Englishman who showed traces of emotion under these or any other circumstances.
I guess it would.
You, for your part, are the most accomplished body snatcher I've met in a whole long time.
Body snatcher?
I know you have the mortal remains of England's greatest playwright on this very train. Perhaps we can pass the time before we reach Paddington comparing notes.
Who's to say we'll both reach Paddington?
Oh, indeed.
I have the upper hand, Mr. Carrados. Can't you see that? No, of course you can't. Well, I assure you I have.
In my experience, a gunshot reverberates horribly in a train. It tends to bring people running.
There's sure to be another train passing us on the up line between here and Paddington. They make enough noise to muffle any explosion.
Another body to be disposed of.
If necessary.
I wonder when it comes to it. If you're the type.
We'll see, won't we?
We will indeed.
What, just out of interest, was your plan for me, Mr. Carrados?
That rather depended.
On what?
On you.
I don't get it.
It's quite simple. You'll find that at Westbourne Park, the train will slow down almost to nothing. There'll be a couple of plain-clothes men waiting on the platform. If I had shown, a white handkerchief at the window, they would step onto the footboard and take instructions. If I showed a coloured handkerchief, they would know that the case had fallen through, and they were not wanted.
Great! I'd no idea we were doing this for the movies. Sorry to spoil your excellent scheme. Pity it should come to this.
Indeed. And all for the sake of Hiram S. Nogg's Shakespeare mania.
Oh, he's a maniac, all right. But no, not just for his sake.
Really?
Mr. Nogg has a niece, Sabina. She lives with him, apple of his eye.
Beauty provoketh thieves sooner than gold.
You know nothing of the facts, sir.
Then tell me.
All right. Me and Sabby. Well, I've admired her for some time past, and she returns my feelings.
Charming. But Mr. Nogg does not approve.
His secretary? Canoodling as he'd have it with his beloved niece? When he found us together, well, I was lucky not to be turned out onto the street.
I see.
Do you?
I think so.
Nogg called me into his study. Said as I was coming over to England to attend the sales, I might just as well stay here. Oh, as well as being a very rich man, he's also a very unforgiving man. I knew I had to pull a rabbit out of the hat to get back in his good books.
And a very large rabbit at that.
Yes. Nogg's the sort of guy who collects Shakespeareana by the yard. If the fellow across the way has a book called Hamlet printed way back in the Dark Ages, then Hiram has to have the same, only bigger and better and costing $100 more.
But that wouldn't do this time.
It would not. It had to be something special. A first folio, a copy of Romeo and Juliet in the author's own hand. But I didn't know where to find such a thing.
But you did know where to find the author himself, or at least his bones.
I sort of hope that train won't be passing for a while yet, not until you know the whole story.
I know a good deal already.
Do you now?
Oh, yes. Your hardest task was to get into the church without arousing suspicion, to be able to work there in peace. That's where the Women's Suffrage League came into the picture.
They sure did.
Met with one of their number, Maisie, I think. You put the plan to her.
Go on.
You'd provide the bomb if she'd planted carefully outside the church. The monument must not be harmed. That's what first aroused my suspicion. Who would care if Shakespeare's monument were destroyed?
Nog would care.
Precisely.
And come to that, so would I.
I do believe you would. The bomb would provide you with a smokescreen behind which you could raise the stone over Shakespeare's tomb, replace his skeleton with one so kindly provided by Whiteley's of Bayswater, and once you'd done your work, the suffragettes could claim their greatest coup, kidnapping the body of Shakespeare. Only you, they, and Nog would know where the body really lay, and none of you would ever tell.
And where's the harm in that?
If by some mischance the box you're taking across to America should be opened, well, what of it? Merely a skeleton purchased for the purposes of anatomical research, and you have the paperwork to prove it.
I say again, Mr. Carrados, where is the harm in that?
The upline train must be due at any moment.
Do you really think the guy who danced to the beat of Romeo and Juliet or Rosalind and Orlando would care a banana skin what happened to his loose parts after 3 centuries if it had helped me to win Sabina?
And her not inconsiderable fortune.
Believe me, that did not come into it.
Can I believe you? I wonder. Yes, the train will be upon us. I can hear the rails singing. In other circumstances, Mr. Lacksome, I might have helped you with your crime if the mood took me. However, in these circumstances, I can't, I'm afraid.
I guess you can't.
Is this really how you want your adventure to end?
It must. How else?
Death, a necessary end, will come when it will come.
Julius Caesar, Act 2, Scene 2. I'll take the guns out.
Damn you to hell!
Thank you, Parkinson.
I thought it was the moment to enter the carriage, sir.
He was outside all the time?
In case I should need his assistance. I thought I had read you correctly, Mr. Lacksome, but one can never be certain.
I really thought I could go through with it.
I, on the other hand, thought otherwise.
So what now? You hand me over to your policeman at Westbourne Park? It's your duty, after all.
Alas, how few of us do our duty nowadays.
Will you?
Will I indeed? The coloured handkerchief or the white one?
The train would appear to be slowing, sir.
So it would.
The coloured one. Wave the coloured one, for pity's sake.
Unfortunately, I can't see which one that is.
Give it to me, damn you!
Now, sir.
But there's no one there. There's no one on the platform.
Dear me. Can I have dreamt that part of it?
Has it all gone according to plan, sir?
Perfectly. Scotland Yard informed me that the body has been returned to its rightful resting place with a minimum of fuss.
No one will ever know it was missing.
The government having to admit that suffragettes had a hand in stealing Shakespeare's body. No, Parkinson. No one will ever know. You can be sure of that.
I'm relieved to hear it, sir.
A satisfactory outcome for all concerned. Even Mr. Lacksome. I hear he and the no doubt charming Sabina are to be married in the spring.
Made it up with Nog, then?
Undoubtedly. True love and a substantial inheritance await Rigby in the fullness of time. Meanwhile, Whiteley's specimen lies now in a marble vault, seen only by one man. And if he is happy with what he sees, who are we to disappoint him?
Quite, sir.
And what of your niece, Parkinson? Can Moya join us for luncheon?
Oh, that's a bit difficult, sir. She's at the House of Commons just now.
Attending Parliament?
Attached to the railings.
I see.
In The Ingenious Mind of Mr Rigby Lacksome, Simon Callow was Max Carrados and Lionel Jeffreys Parkinson. Stephen Tompkinson was Rigby Lacksome, Lindsay Baxter Moyer, and Una Beeson Maisie. Miss Poppington and the assistant were played by Deirdre Morris, Chadbeat and the Waxworks and Lost Property Man by Ian Armstrong, and The Doctor, the Housebreaker and Note by Robert Oates. The music was composed by Robert Rigby. The play was dramatised from a short story by Ernest Bramah by Sue Rodwell, was produced by Stuart Richards and Michael Cameron, and directed by Alan Drury. The ingenious mind of Mr Rigby Lacksome was a Mr Punch production. Tuesday, July the 21st, 1914.
Will that be enough?
Plenty. Even the most ignorant will now know to keep away. And we fence our workings, too, with all your signs to cry, dangerous.
It's been an extra stroke of luck how much easier it is to drive our tunnel from seaward of the height. Helps to shield it from prying eyes even better.
Even so, Lidmarsh, extreme care must be taken.
I knew it.
You see, I intend to excavate most of the time at night.
So long as it will not compromise your duties.
Don't concern yourself with that. I am an experienced dissembler.
Maybe you are, you tricky foreign piece of goods. But there's an observant eye upon you too, no?
Monday, July the 27th, 1914.
Well, I'll be damned. What are you doing here?
William, I could ask the same of you.
You knew me after all then, sir.
Your voice. A slight erosion, perhaps, but the same vinous quality of a dozen years ago.
Folks say I have changed to look at.
Wasted on me, I'm afraid.
Yes, of course. I thought I'd surprise you, sir, but the other way about, it seemed. So, looks after your cellar now?
Parkinson. He's disposing the car. A wholly satisfactory fellow.
Yes, well, that was years ago, sir. You're in Castlemouth on business now, I suppose?
A case?
Really? Well, it so happens I have discovered something in your line for myself. Being as how I can put two and two together as well as most.
Always were good at that, William.
I can't let on about it, of course, but you mark my words, they're in it together.
You appear to know it all.
They are busy working now on their little scheme. Well, so shall I be busy. And that when they least expect.
I'm sure I can safely leave them in your hands, William.
I can tell you one thing, sir, at least. I never thought as I'd steal a march like this on the great Max Carrados.
The Secret of Headlam Height, dramatised from the story by Ernest Bramah by Roger Danes, with Simon Callow as Max Carrados and Lionel Jeffreys as Parkinson. Thursday, July the 30th, 1914.
Something's going on, Parkinson, isn't it?
I did not consider your breakfast entirely satisfactory, sir.
No, there's more to that rattling of cutlery than can be justified by the hotel's woodcock toast.
Well, this morning's foreign news is very worrying, sir.
What does the Times say?
Well, I gather not everyone is keen, sir.
The duty of Great Britain. No doubting what the press considers that, maybe. Threatened mobilization by Germany. Well, they said that yesterday, too. On the brink of war. And that in the largest typeface, so it must be believed. Now thrive the armourers, Parkinson.
Henry V, sir, prologue to Act 2.
Yes, the word worrying seems not to overstate the position.
No, sir. And it is because of that, sir, I thought I might mention a trifling incident. This morning, by your instructions, sir, I was investigating the alleged stimulating properties of certain crustacea, as mentioned by Our Lady Principal in her stolen letters. I went to the town's museum, Very instructive establishment in Market Square. The assistant curator, tall gentleman, sir, with a cut across his left cheek. He struck me as an unusual type, sir, to be showing museum visitors around a display of preserved fish.
So, you employed my instructive system of detailed observation. Admirable, Parkinson.
Subsequently, I ascertained from the hall caretaker that he was...
The bleeding assistant curator, that's what. Van den Berg, all airs and graces and kiss my hand.
I found him quite helpful.
Oh, yes. The Crown Prince will lick your boots 3 times a day if requisite. But he has done the double dirty on me more than once, which I am not about to forget in a hurry. And then he is always looking over your head, isn't he? As if you wasn't there.
Which was a true statement, sir, unlike a number of other statements offered me by the talkative Mr. Byles.
So William Byles has turned museum caretaker, and they are both in it together. I wonder, this Vandenberg, the name does not seem familiar to us, does it?
No, sir, but I saw the gentleman last when we were at Kiel.
Oh, the perfumed automata business. Now, that would be, 4 years ago?
Yes, sir. The assistant curator, now Van den Berg, was then a Lieutenant von Darmstadt, serving in the submarine arm of Kaiser Bill's Navy.
You're sure of him?
Oh, I'm sure of him, sir.
I never met von Darmstadt, did I?
I understand you have business with me.
You called yesterday, sir, upon Mr. Max Carrados.
Yes, at his hotel. I left my card as he was out, that's all.
Mr. Carrados sent me with this reply, sir. And he thanks your Admiralty Department for their kind message of compliments.
Yes, there's no return message, thank you.
Do you think he may have remembered you from that one brief meeting?
No, I don't think so, sir. Lieutenant von Darmstadt appeared to imagine he was talking to someone rather taller than I am.
Well, you were quite right to mention it, Parkinson.
Thanks, sir.
Though whether it merits a postponement of the matter in hand remains to be seen.
That, sir. The lady still thinks her reputation can be secured by buying the letters, which is taking a long time.
Yes, a blackmail as delicate as it is disgusting. Well, I dare say it can do no harm.
I don't take your meaning, sir.
To wire London, Parkinson. Let us acquire some information on your Lieutenant von Darmstadt.
Nicht mehr unter den Boden. Ich bin jetzt Pionier.
Friday, July the 31st, 1914.
I do wish you would not clean during the hours the museum is open, Mr. Byles.
Can't say it seems to me to make much of a difference. It's not as if we had a crowd in.
And Mr. Vandenberg has informed me that he was obliged to unlock the front doors himself this morning.
Oh, has he?
Please ensure that you at least arrive before him.
Oh, it's not easy to be in ahead of a man who's out all night.
That's not germane.
Maybe it isn't, but Dutch is darn near as good as in my book.
Mr. Vandenberg is a most attentive and assiduous...
Oh, is he? Well, I can tell you this for tuppence, Mr. Lidmarsh. I know a thing or two about what's going on. You and old Jan Van and all your cock and bull business on Headlam Height.
Is that so? Mr. Byles, you will oblige me by removing that mop and bucket to your cupboard, and that before anyone sees it.
Refresh my memory, Parkinson, about Lieutenant von Darmstadt.
Sir, born Friedeberg, Prussia, 1882, mother English.
That counts for much in a man.
Educated Kiel, ? And Heidelberg.
And there received his facial scar, in all probability.
Speaks German, Russian, Dutch, French, and excellent English. Blonde, tall, grey eyes, diagonal scar, left cheek. Description ends.
Yes, I have it by heart. You may burn it. My friend in Whitehall pointed out also a number of visits by von Darmstadt to foreign cities, coincident with periods of violent unrest. And he goes so far as to hazard that your Kriegsmarine Lieutenant now forms a part of the Kaiser's espionage service.
That possibility had also occurred to me, sir.
It would be foolish to anticipate riot and mutiny in an English holiday resort, however.
But when we are merely 5 miles from a vital naval port, sir...
You were right, of course, Parkinson. Arrenhaven is certainly where Mr. Vandenberg's interest must lie, and ours with him. Our blackmail case is at a temporary stand, so we will open our second innings without delay. Something of a feather if we can circumvent a German spy, eh, Parkinson?
Oh, yes, sir. Won't our own Secret Service raise an objection?
Oh, I think not. Mr. Max Carrados will not be found at the Hotel Beverly for a few days, just in case von Darmstadt might remember the name from his former duties in Kiel. Prospect Avenue ought to be about here.
Quite correct, sir.
Gentle kiss of wood on wood from the bowling green opposite is quite unmistakable.
Our new lodgings, sir.
Abbotsford, the home of Sir Walter Scott.
Is that so, sir?
No, I'm afraid his Abbotsford was rather north.
Oh, I only ever did manage half of Ivanhoe.
More than enough, Parkinson. Or should I say Paxton?
Paxton, sir?
And I shall be Monroe. Albert J. Monroe II, one of our American cousins.
Saturday, August the 1st, 1914.
Das Wasser. Das Buch, wo ist es? Und 2 Uhr.
Got to be getting along, Joseph.
Already? That's not like you, Will.
You got places to go and people to see. And don't you go asking me where and who, Joe, for I am not telling.
Be mysterious then, William Byles, but while you're at it, have a care on your way out. I hear there's opinion in high places that'll force us all into early closing once the fighting's joined.
Yeah.
Don't want you giving me a bad name.
Don't you worry. I know how to take care of things. My God. That's why they dug it.
Oh my God, look, I never...
You spy.
Help me!
What did you see? Confess to me, Byles.
Nothing! I swear! Too dark!
In any case, it does not matter.
I can't see Vandenberg on me home!
Can you not find a handhold yourself?
I am going to fall!
Yes.
Ah! No!
Yes.
Ah! Help me! Ah!
Tell me, Paxton, what is that extraordinary smell from over there?
Oh, you mean the jelly deal store, sir?
Oh, heavens, I have to try them. When does one eat such a dish?
Any time, sir.
Perhaps you would inquire into local custom for me.
Begging your pardon, sir, but you can eat your jelly deals at any hour.
Is that the truth?
I'll buy some then, sir.
I'm much obliged to you, Mr.
Ferris, sir.
Mr. Ferris.
General Ferris by Christmas, eh, Salt?
What is the whole bunch of you enlisting?
Volunteering, sir.
Our duty, sir.
Well, good luck to you, gentlemen.
Feel like joining us yourself, sir? Colonial regiments have good fighters too, they say, and they'll need officers.
Not this one, I'm afraid. I'm blind.
Oh. Well, still not to worry. You could write home for some friends, eh?
Oh, I think our President Wilson might have a reservation or two about that.
Well, if your people want to join in at all, you better be quick. Matthew here is a sister engaged to a staff officer's nephew.
And she says Lord Kitchener's got a map of Germany with Christmas Day written on it.
In big letters right across Berlin. What do you say to that, sir?
Come you on out of that queue now. There's police business I've got for you two.
We'll lose our place.
Kaiser Bill won't miss you a moment, and I need your boat.
Well, gentlemen, what is there to say but bon voyage?
I'll lay money, sir, that even when it's boring, this museum is empty.
Do we know what the speciality is here?
I did notice a fair number of fossils, sir, during my previous visit.
Good. An enthusiastic curator is always vulnerable through his particular subject. Let us turn our steps, then, toward the paleontology room.
You reckon there's the place, Mr. McGarry?
That's where I'm told it was spotted.
We'll run her in then. Ship your oars, Matt.
All right.
Well, I should say it looks like a police matter, right enough.
We shouldn't have wanted to come for nothing. Drag from king and country like.
I have my doubts, not being able to tell it clear from out in the bay.
You stay by the boat, Saul.
Oh, all right then.
Oh, my God.
Yes. You've not wasted your time after all. See? The tide would have carried him off in another hour. And then I think you'd probably have gone forever.
Spot luck in that case, eh?
Well, Matthew, you might see it like that.
Oh, yes, our local fishermen and sailors have long been encouraged to bring in specimens. Anything curious or unusual they may light upon.
And do they? Much?
I'm afraid not.
It didn't strike me that they would, sir.
My assistant, Mr. Vandenberg, has even tried rewarding them out of his own slender pocket, but I suppose it's lack of public spirit in the end.
I believe there is often a suspicion that something is being had for nothing, Mr. Lidmarsh.
Why, there you are. Oh, now, this is Mr. Monroe from the United States.
Connecticut.
Good morning, sir.
And this is Mr. Paxton.
Sir.
All the old money likes to hire real English butlers back home.
You have visited our museum before, Mr. Paxton.
Yes, I have.
You had an interest in shellfish, I believe.
Yes, I had.
Then you have already made 2 more visits, Mr. Paxton, than most of the local people. I regret it, but there it is.
No sense of wonder. That's the modern problem.
Excuse me, Mr. Lidmarsh. Have you seen our friend the caretaker?
Not since yesterday.
I was needing his help to place the new flints.
So you do receive some exhibits, Mr. Lidmarsh.
Oh, these are of Vandenberg's own finding. 1 or 2 particularly good specimens.
I was here all last night cataloguing and labeling them. It's vexing. Now they're ready for the display cabinet, and I cannot find our supposed caretaker to help me.
Dear God, but he's heavy.
Partly waterlogged now, that's the difficulty.
Mind his head.
I'll just make certain we've got hold of all the evidence.
Well, my predecessor was a great collector, and he built up a series of local fossils which is so far unsurpassed.
But this is the real thing, isn't it? Your paleontology may be all very well, but it has no
human touch, sir.
I guess so. Thank you, Paxton. You see, Mr. Lidmarsh, it's flints that really bring you face to face with the primeval. Or in my own case, I actually touch the beginnings of history.
I agree entirely, Mr. Monroe. This spearhead, for instance. One of your findings, isn't it, Vandenberg?
3 weeks ago, I picked it up.
May I be allowed to handle?
Yeah, of course. Beautifully made, isn't it?
Just accepting the very last few chippings of the point here.
It is undamaged, merely uncompleted.
Well, heavens. You know, I do wonder what stopped our ancestor, even as he was just finishing it.
One could hazard a guess, sir.
Indeed one could. But there it is, exactly as it dropped from its maker's fingers. 10,000 years it lay on Headlam Height. No other hand to touch it between then and the day Vandenberg picked it up.
Fascinating.
A particularly sleepy institution.
Mr. Lidmarsh's museum?
No. Castlemouth as a whole, sir.
Yes. There seems a resolution here that imminent war should be taken, as all else, peacefully. An excellent place from which to spy, one might think.
I think we ought to be prepared, sir.
I agree with you, Parkinson. But we must also be prepared to furnish some proof. Both Mr. Lidmarsh and his assistant appear to be perfect specimens of the enthusiast type.
Which you've also impersonated, sir.
True, I can cap an Evans with a Nadayak, at least as well as Mr. Vandenberg. Which of us three is the true man, if any of us?
Oh, quite so, sir.
I should very much like to ask the elusive Mr. Biles some further questions. He holds the key to this supposed partnership in espionage.
It would appear his absence from the museum this morning wasn't the first time.
To judge from Lidmarsh's resigned attitude.
Shall I nose out the local pub, sir?
We ought to eat before trying that.
I've still got the jelly deal, sir.
No, thank you, Parkinson. What's happening?
A policeman in a boat, sir.
That doesn't entirely explain the excitement.
No, sir, no. There are two other men with the constable, and between them, sir, they look to be carrying a corpse.
Well, sir?
Yes, officer. This is William Biles.
Thank you, Mr. Lidmarsh. I'm sorry to have to oblige you to identify him.
Quite all right, quite all right. He had no wife, you know. No people at all.
What, Mr. Lidmarsh? Is the museum closed?
I'm afraid so, yes, Mr. Monroe. It's a very shocking business. Have you heard?
Not a solitary word. What about you, Paxton?
I know no more than you, sir.
Well, the fact is that poor Biles has been found dead this morning. He was caretaker here.
Goodness. Well, that certainly explains his absence. Did you say his name was Biles?
William Biles, yes.
Well, I'll be. Is it a small world?
You knew him, Mr. Monroe?
There were some Bileses just down a mile or two from my family place in Connecticut, and they were from around here.
I always understood old Biles had no people.
Sure, but this was some time back. I guess my friends must have passed on, 10 or more years ago.
You say Mr. Biles was discovered dead this morning, sir?
Dead on the shore, yes. It seems he was spotted just after first light by a couple of fishermen. Luckily, really, for I'm told this morning's high tide would probably have meant we never saw him again. I've closed the museum as a mark of respect, of course. Oh, but if you wish to go in, Mr. Monroe...
Oh, thank you, but I was thinking, where have they put him?
The mortuary.
There'll be an autopsy?
A what?
I believe they call it a post-mortem here, sir.
Oh, thank you, Paxton. Look, Mr. Lidmarsh, I have a notion that I'd like to, for the sake of my old friends in Connecticut, if they really were kin. I'm not up in the customs of your English sarcophagi, but if a trifling bouquet might be acceptable.
There could be no difficulty about that, Mr. Monroe, if you wish it.
Right now?
The mystery is, whatever possessed the man to be there at that hour.
Where?
Headlam Height. Everyone knows it's a treacherous place. There are signs up everywhere to warn people.
Mr. Biles is on this bench, sir.
The police say he must have fallen about the middle of last night.
Evidenced by his dry clothes and the tide? Yeah, I would read it that way. But you're right, Lidmarsh. Why should he be there at all?
Oh, he was a curious, secretive old fellow, you know. Anyway, either he must have slid on the damp grass, or he didn't see the edge, and so he fell.
Well, rest in peace. Any which way.
The man probably had himself largely to blame, I fear. Day mortuaries and all that, you know, but late at night Biles would sometimes drink just a little, especially of a Friday.
Well, a man may have all sorts of reasons for doing strange things.
That sounds like Biles. Do you know, one of the first things the police asked me was if he was a reader.
Why so?
This, sir, among the deceased's possessions.
It is rather odd about the book.
It wasn't in his pocket?
How did you know that?
I guessed.
Oh. Well, yes, you're right, of course. It would obviously have fitted into Biles' pocket, but it was found a little way from his body. Almost as if he'd been reading it when he fell.
Stories from the studios of Paris.
You can read that, Mr. Monroe?
I have a small skill, but I guess even a seeing man's fingers could trace out the impression of a title on a book binding. It's a neat party trick for me, though.
Rather more than that, I should say.
Perhaps Studios of Paris has stories better read in the dark. I wonder, Mr. Lidmarsh, if I might spend a private moment here.
Oh, well, the police would...
Mr. Monroe is by way of being a prayerful gentleman, sir.
Oh, I see. I quite understand, of course. I shall just wait.
Parkinson?
His clothes and belongings are laid out here, sir.
Anything of immediate consequence?
String, pipe, tobacco box, matches.
The police would have taken his keys, watch and purse for safekeeping.
A small folding measure and a mariner's silver compass and a handkerchief.
No more?
Only the book, sir.
Then we had best lift the shroud. Well?
It is, boss.
Poor old William.
There is evidence of substantial abrasion and epidermic discoloration, sir.
As if he fell off a cliff?
Quite possibly.
Hands, then?
This one, sir, suggests an impact of considerable force upon the fingers.
And this is broken. Ring finger, too. Some grass cuts inside his grip to match Lidmarsh's story. Parkinson, I want the book.
Won't it be missed, sir?
If it is, it may help us prove that they are not single spies, but in battalions.
Hamlet, Act 4, Scene 5.
Lidmarsh said the book was odd. It is.
How's that, sir?
Its covers are newly scratched and pricked, and in no way that a cliff fall could account for. Byles must have been responsible for that, too. Now, mouth, Parkinson. Before he sustained these broken teeth. Bitten tongue, too. Some residual smell of poor ale. We should rejoin Lidmarsh, or I fear he may begin to suspect that Mr. Monroe is not what he appears.
You found what you wanted, then, sir?
Oh, yes, Paxton. William Byles was most certainly murdered.
With one delicate hand, she grasped the Brussels lace, which trimmed the slight shift, her only covering.
I said Byles held the key to the problem. It is the book.
The reason for his death, sir?
No, or we should never have been allowed to find it. You know, there is one thing missing from that catalogue of masculine objects found with the body.
What's that, sir?
No pocket knife.
Oh.
A caretaker without a pocket knife? Not to be believed. Doubtless we should find it upon Headlam Height.
It's still daylight.
No, Parkinson, we will not go yet. There is the difficulty of Mr. Vandenberg first.
That gentleman should not be allowed to remain at large.
True. We can have him snapped up as a spy and possibly hanged for murder. Or it might be simpler were he to slip and fall from Headlam Height, as did poor old Byles. But in the first instance we have no legal, and in the second no moral proof. Not yet. And then we have the problem of Mr. Lidmarsh.
Well, he's not a spy.
I incline to the same opinion. Yet Byles told me himself. They are in it together.
Did he really know what he was talking about?
Well, I've invited Lidmarsh to dine here tomorrow. Promised him the sight of a dozen or so interesting flints.
Flints, sir?
From my collection, Paxton. You will meet the 10:30 London train tomorrow to pick them up. By the end of the dinner, I shall have convicted a museum curator of treason or absolved him entirely. Proved Byles false.
I think the latter, sir.
And meantime, what of this?
The book, sir? I don't know, sir.
Byles was on Headlam Height, close to midnight. Why?
Well, Mr. Lidmarsh had an explanation, sir.
Mistaken, Parkinson, or otherwise deliberately false. For Byles, too, was spying.
So?
After his own fashion, and without any method, of course. But as Lidmarsh said, he was a curious and secretive old fellow, and evidently didn't know what he was going to find, or he would have gone better prepared.
Firearms, you mean?
He had no pencil, Parkinson, and no proper paper. So when he saw what he saw, and recognized its importance, he tried to take it down. And in the mortuary, when I picked up this book, I could feel what Lidmarsh and the police had failed to see. These cuts and pinpricks in its covers are what Byles made with his pocket knife.
What do they mean, then?
He didn't know. He just copied down what he saw. And so here, Parkinson, I hold the transcription of a coded message, the key to every future one that may be sent.
And you have decoded it, sir?
I've tried. Now, you must wire to London. Break up every house party in the home counties if need be, but have Clifton Baker here by that first train tomorrow.
Very well, sir.
God knows how many lives may hang upon this cipher, Parkinson. But I cannot read a single word of it.
Sunday, August the 2nd, 1914.
Castleville! Castleville, change for Arrowhaven.
Oh, Porter! Mr.
Mr. Porter!
Perhaps I may be of assistance, Miss Baker.
You dear creature. Just a couple of tiny dressing cases and a hat box. They're up on the luggage rack.
Certainly. Mr. Carrados' compliments, miss, and I'm to drive you to breakfast with him at the Fountain Court.
That will be the most delightful fate in the world.
Did you call a porter, miss?
I did. But you are supplanted, darling thing, by my knight-errant of the baggage. So sorry. But here.
Oh, Porter, there should be a heavy parcel of stones to be collected from the guards van. Name of Mr. Munro.
Does that agree with you, miss?
Fly, dear Porter. Fly at once.
How is your soul, Miss Baker?
In torment, Mr. Carrados. Unspeakably delicious. But I simply can't imagine why you should be taking so much care of small me. Such a breakfast.
Well, I understood you to have been travelling all night.
Monstrous of you. To tear a maiden from the arms of her loved ones at 4 a.m, in the middle of a foxtrot.
And then a forced march to Waterloo.
Followed by 3 ghastly hours' rattle in a Sunday train. Notorious hunting ground of the white slavers.
Have another glass.
And a single girl, breakfasted by a masculine being so delightfully wicked-looking as yourself, Mr. Max. In naughty Castlemouth, of all places, I declare, I don't know what people will say of us.
Business.
Must we?
I've made a transcript of the cipher for you, taken from the original. The message probably begins incomplete, and almost certainly ends so.
That need not be a difficulty.
No. Then, of course, I cannot guarantee you that all the Morse is correct in the original.
You're sure you've even got the code right way up?
I'm not guilty of that, Miss Baker.
Darling man. I didn't doubt you an instant. In German, we assume.
I think it must be.
It looks rather hopeless.
Ah, but I know what the best cryptologist in England can do when she likes.
But I know, dear Mr. Max, that perhaps it can't be done at all.
Parkinson, Miss Baker needs you to go at once to the docks at Arranhaven.
Very well, sir.
You are to procure a full list of the warships present there, recent sailings and expected departures.
Supposing I were to be apprehended, sir, while doing this?
You'd be shot at dawn.
Thank you, sir.
I also, as your employer, of course. Would they insist upon blindfolding me, I wonder?
Oh, yes, sir. Rules is rules.
You're probably right. But on the bright side, Miss Baker has promised to lay flowers on our graves.
Okay. Sie are auch sie D S B
B K V E S I. Oh, botherish. It's not Playfair. Definitely not. That would be too easy. Mr. Max.
Clifton?
A copy of the Navy list, please. At once.
Good girl.
I haven't found anything half so fascinating, Mr. Munro. Not in the whole of the county.
Intriguing, aren't they?
I'm doubly sorry Vandenberg can't see them. I haven't come across flints like this since I visited the London museums.
Oh, you flatter my collecting skill overmuch, Lidmarsh.
Would you care for a sherry, sir?
Oh, a small sweet one, perhaps.
Very well, sir.
Yes, Vandenberg quite intended to come. So kind of you to invite us both.
No, not at all.
But at the last, he found he had an appointment. Poor man, he isn't having the pleasantest of times just now.
How's that?
Prejudice, Mr. Munro. Foolish, but people are excited, so they regard every foreigner as a probable enemy. There's a mad rumour that the German family in Arranhaven Road have an airship hidden away in their coach house, all ready to fly out and start dropping bombs on us the moment war's declared.
Your sherry, sir.
Oh, thank you. Ludicrous, of course, but now, with the way things are going...
Thank you, Paxton.
Very well, sir.
Will it mean any change to you at the museum?
Oh, no chance of my being accepted, I'm afraid. Too old. Vandenberg would go like a shot if Kitchener would only raise a foreign legion sort of thing. But perhaps business as usual is the most patriotic way, after all. Soldiers and sailors on leave will certainly need entertainment, and a museum...
Take a look at this specimen here.
The fact is, Mr. Monroe, there's one thing I should like to tell you about.
Oh, really?
Yes. Although, in a sense, I won't say bound to secrecy. That would be an overstatement.
You are confidentially placed.
Exactly so. Now, I know how deeply interested you'd be, and you have been so very kind.
I'm tremendously intrigued by now.
Perhaps you remember the unfinished flint you were so good as to admire at the museum?
Yes, of course.
Not anywhere so fine as these of yours, but... Well, Vandenberg found that flint on Headlam Height.
I do recall your mentioning it.
He reproached me for that. It was a secret.
Now, that is very interesting.
Jan has a veritable craze for this business, but if it turns out as we hope, Mr. Monroe, I can tell you we shall create such a stir.
Monday, August the 3rd, 1914.
You told him?
I didn't want Monroe to read of our find and think of me that I'd...
How much?
How much what?
How much did you tell him?
About the flints, the burial mound, the pottery...
Oh, what did he ask?
Ask? He didn't ask anything. He was surprised you should be driving the tunnel from the shore side of the...
You told him about the tunnel?
Well, anyone who ignores our signs could see that there are...
He will try to find me out?
I don't see what you're so mad...
Nobody, not even you, Lidmarsh, enters the tunnel unless
he intends to keep my confidence, Vandenberg.
You could not keep your mouth shut.
I advise you not to take that tone.
I'll shut it for you.
I'm your employer, damn it! Vandenberg!
Oh, come in.
Long night, Miss Baker?
I'm so sorry. Nearly 18 hours' work. What a fiendish cipher.
You have it?
The key, the message in German, the English translation. Did I press hard enough with a pencil for you to read it?
You really are a wonderful woman, Clifton.
Darling creature. I was lucky.
But this is splendid. Parkinson!
If it hadn't contained the proper names of 4 of our warships, I really don't think I could have broken it at all.
Of course you could.
Good morning, miss. Sir?
I prescribe a cup of tea at once for Miss Baker, an early luncheon, 12 hours solid sleep.
I will also request of the hotel, sir, that all this paper be cleared up.
Oh, while we talk of such stuff, I hope that will be all right.
Ought I to? It hardly seems like business with you, Mr. Max.
It's well earned, Clifton. But of course, if you prefer the satisfaction of serving king and country for mere love... Parkinson, burn this.
Burn it? It's 3 new frocks to me, you know. And a country house party in Scotland, only 10 days off, too.
Make the most of it. There won't be any parties next year.
Funny, Mr. Max.
It appears, miss, the German army has this morning invaded Belgium.
When you wake up tomorrow, Clifton, we shall be at war. Then most of your fair friends, before long, will be wearing white caps and aprons, or black dresses.
Particularly splendid sea view, sir.
Rather lost on me, I'm afraid.
Admirably chosen, too, sir, for Mr. Vandenberg's purposes. No one can see us from any direction, except the sea.
Perhaps Headlam Height really is what Lidmarsh believes it to be. An early British grave barrow, prime for an archaeological dig.
There's a crevice about a yard wide, sir, between us and the edge now.
Oh, I suppose that was where the unfortunate William Byles hid the night of his death.
Seems no other cover here.
We shall have a better arrangement tonight when we meet Vandenberg.
The entrance to the excavation is by here, sir. We may perhaps ignore the signs. Dangerous.
Why, I think so, Parkinson. Clever story, Vandenberg. Lidmarsh certainly believed it. It will quite break Lidmarsh up to hear that his dreamt-of golden coffin of Epiervanus will never make his name.
You're certain, then, of Mr. Lidmarsh, sir?
Oh, quite. Innocent of all but credulity.
Well, nothing incriminating here, sir. Except an uninterrupted view of the sea.
Yes, the only way to make sure of our spy will be to catch him tonight, while he signals his submariner comrade.
Shush.
Yes, Parkinson?
There's someone coming, sir. Vandenberg? Yes, sir, yes, sir. He'll be here within minutes.
Is he you two?
No, I don't think so, sir.
I'm sorry, Parkinson. I've made a damned hash of this. Took it for granted he'd only signal after dark.
Oh, we can stop him now, sir.
But then we lose his heliograph message, and a British dreadnought may hang upon this. Hundreds of lives. Unless we learn the enemy's plans, no Royal Navy trap can ever be sprung.
Well, I can see no reason why we shouldn't try to get it.
What do you propose?
As I understand it, sir, the long and short mirror flashes from a heliograph may readily be committed to paper without knowing what it means.
As Biles copied the Morse flashes of a nighttime signal lantern, until Vandenberg found and killed him. And that Parkinson was in the dark.
I think by hiding in the same crevice by the edge, sir, I might succeed.
No, Parkinson, no.
This way, if you please. I must be sure you're well hidden. But come on.
This is madness.
There are suitable clumps of gorse back here, sir.
Slower! I may need to know this ground again. And by the way...
A gun, sir? If I may say so, the consequence of my discharging a firearm for the first time in my life might be... Well, no, I'd rather not, sir. Now, you can lie unobserved here, sir.
With your pencil?
And paper, sir. Though I dare say that will prove the least of my worries.
How long to lie here? Each second passes leaden-footed. That submarine is not yet off Headlam Height. The weight must drag on. Only 12 minutes. In the way to study a long silence. Parkinson wouldn't guess that. What is happening? No sound above the wind. All these years, and I have never felt so blind as now. At any rate, Parkinson is undiscovered. No! Towards the shot! The tumulus. Slow. Parkinson! 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 Where the devil are you, man?
Down here, sir.
I thought you were gone. Why didn't you reply?
I was sneezing, sir. There's a lot of dust down here. Oh, may I ask what's happened to Mr. Vandenberg?
He was too talkative. I shot at his voice and I didn't miss. Thank God he did, in your case.
Indeed, sir. I must say I didn't much like being shot at.
Did you take down the message?
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. What's that?
Come on, Parkinson, for God's sake, quick! The whole cliff is going! A magnificent stroke of good fortune. Amazing what a few 100 tons of rock will cover up. Inconvenient inquiry quite avoided regarding the unfortunate end of Mr. Vandenberg.
And dear wicked Parkinson deserves, at the very least, a knighthood.
Oh.
Arise, Sir Parkinson.
Thank you, miss. But I wouldn't want to be conspicuous. No. Sir Parkinson, it wouldn't suit.
No, here's to you, Parkinson.
Oh.
Darling, brave creature.
It's not as if the fate of the British Empire had rested solely in Parkinson's hands, eminently capable though they are.
Mr. Max.
But His Majesty's ship Inexorable will not, however, find an enemy submarine waiting for her when she sails tonight. I fancy another kind of rendezvous will be kept. And that, oh yes, that is entirely of Parkinson's making.
Oh, thank you, sir. It is certainly gratifying to have done my bit.
In The Secret of Headlam Height, Simon Callow was Max Carrados and Lionel Jeffreys Parkinson. Vanderburgh and Farnish were played by Charles Simpson. Lynmarsh by Brett Usher, Biles by Steve Hodson, and Miss Clifton Baker by Catherine Pogson. Brian Orell was the publican and the policeman, and Paul Panting, Ferris. The music was composed by Robert Rigby. The play was dramatized from the short story by Ernest Bramah by Roger Danes, was produced by Stuart Richards and Michael Cameron, and directed by Alan Drury. The Secret of Headlam Height was a Mr. Punch production.